Now, at this time, I'd like to read for our audience a brief excerpt of true romance from my historical fiction novel, Gunfighter's Requiem. To set up the scene, it's the Wild West. The year is 1867 in old San Antonio, Texas. The main character, Kid Carter, a mercenary gunfighting gambler and ex-sailor, has fallen in love with an intellectual young woman named Rachel Birnbaum, who was very shy and introverted until their burgeoning romance brought her out of her shell and sealed them closer together. In Carter's eyes, Rachel is everything he's ever wanted. Yet, he knows his time on Earth is limited, for he's in the midst of a blood-feud vendetta that may cost him his life at any given second in this touching scene from my novel, Gunfighter's Requiem. Seeing Rachel hesitantly smile at him as she wondered with bated breath if she was being too bold for her man's liking, Carter smiled right back at her. The kid liked how much more outgoing Rachel was becoming, as she was blossoming like a rose before his very eyes. He'd always known she was a lovely rosebud, but now her petals were spreading out and absorbing the sunshine of his affections, making her bloom in ways he'd never anticipated. And to see Rachel take these bold steps to self-confidence made Carter fall in love with her all that much more. She reminded him so much of his first wife that he'd lost all those many years ago, when he was as young and naive as she was, and the world still made sense as a place filled with love, life, and beauty. And now, as the kid witnessed Rachel bloom into a strong and self-reliant woman, it made him love her even more for who she herself uniquely was than he did because of who she once reminded him of. Beyond being an adorably cute, sweetly sentimental girl, Rachel was also an intelligent and strong-spirited woman, like a tigress emerging out of the depths of the jungle. A tigress whose enchanting eyes mesmerized him and made him lose himself in the depths of her gaze. This was not a tigress to be captured, tamed, or conquered. This was a tigress to be revered for what she was, a creature that God made out of pure, sheer purity. A purity of spirit, a purity of heart, a purity of soul, a purity of beauty, a purity of passion, a purity of love, and a purity of true womanhood. All of which captured Carter's heart and possessed his soul with a burning desire that would last his entire lifetime and give him a measure of heaven to hold in his hands before death could cast him into the infernal descent into hell. Thus, Kid Carter knew that Rachel was the woman that he wanted, that he needed with his entire heart and soul. She was his tigress, his tempest storm, in which he could raise all of his sails and ride upon her wild wind gusts across the seas of life, savoring the thrilling danger of the raging gales that would send lesser men shrinking in fear. But Kid Carter didn't fear the tempest. He knew what it meant to hold the heart of the tempest in his hands. And here, in this imperfectly perfect woman, Rachel Birnbaum, he found the heart of the tempest beating in her breast. And so the kid reached forth to take hold of her heart, vowing never to let it go, as he smiled at her and lovingly said, By the devil, you most certainly are, my lady. Now and forever, Rachel. This I vow and swear, with all me heart and soul, as black as they both may very well be. Thank you for taking the time to share this moment with me and with my characters, Kid Carter and Rachel Birnbaum, from my historical fiction Western novel, Gunfighter's Requiem. Available on Amazon for free on Kindle Unlimited. What a deal. I do hope you'll give it a read, because this is a story of some of the most amazingly honest, honorable, and loving people you will ever get to know. And their story will change your life forever.